We are here in Istanbul, in Bahçeşehir University, aka Bug Game Lab, and yes, here I am Arda Çevik and Güven Çatak, the director of this program. So welcome, and also welcome on my side.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Arda, because you're living in Germany and you just came for this stream. Thank you.
Yes, just for the stream. That's the stream.
Yeah.
So how are you? And shortly before.
Yeah, great. It's now in the building of the Galata campus. Now we have like 200, almost 200 developers, artists, and designers jamming together.
Yep.
Like we are very excited as Bug Lab. And since from the beginning, like as 2013, we are hosting we are the biggest site in Istanbul, and trying to keep up every year. And every year is much more exciting.
Yes, actually, I have participated in here for the last, in 2013, 15, and 17, I guess I was in here. And this site is amazing, by the way. Like, it's really crowded, and there is a lot of enthusiastic game developer, enthusiastic professionals and hobbyists that are coming here together, and they develop games during the course of this 48 hours of a marathon. And the atmosphere here is amazing. So what would you like to say about the last years and this year's Game Jam?
Maybe I must just say, we started as a center of community, and Global Game Jam is the biggest community event in the world. So we are very proud to host it and be part of it, because our whole structure, which has an undergrad game design program, a master's program, a pre-incubation center on game design, a virtual reality lab. I mean, all those components. I mean, all this structure started with community events.
Yeah.
And Global Game Jam is kind of a trigger for the Bug Lab itself, and also for the scene in Istanbul, actually, because with like big events like Global Game Jam, people found the chance to meet each other first of all, develop together. It's kind of like a big gathering in Istanbul.
Yeah, that's right. So since I know the atmosphere and the environment in here, because I've also been a part of the bug environment.
Really?
Yeah, you might have known. I had my master's degree at this program also, and
Arda is one of the first graduates of the master program
of game design. So
yes.
Aside from that, so the events like Global Game Jam is gathering people up, so that the indie scene in the Istanbul area, and not only Istanbul, also we have some visitors, also participators from nearby countries.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting. Recently, especially this year, we had a lot of applications from Russia, from Iran, from also even Poland.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess since maybe because we are doing a lot of projects, international projects, I guess we started to attract people from also abroad, which is great.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a good opportunity to meet together.
Yeah, and also, by the way, do you like this year's theme, Repair?
Yes, actually it's like compared to the other years, like it's so short, it's so thought provocative. You can like find many interesting game design ideas and some new innovative ideas that emerges from this simple keyword, and I actually really liked it.
Great, because they're talking about the last year's theme, and most of them are kind of they found the theme not that good as like Repair, because just like you said, Repair really it's almost itself as a kind of a game mechanic. So that's why maybe like when they hear from the moment they like learned the theme, I guess a lot of ideas emerged. But that's also tricky, since when you have a lot of ideas, it's difficult to pick the one which you can develop during those 48 hours. So, I mean, I guess in a couple of minutes, we will.
Yes, we will be checking out the tables. So we have some few floors in this building, in this
Okay.
jam site, and we will be visiting some jammers, and we will be asking about their ideas about the theme as well, and we will be checking what they are developing, what they are producing right now. So
Yeah, and this time the whole world will know about. I mean, their progress, their like their approach in game design, and yeah, it's great to share this excitement with the whole world.
yeah,
I guess again, like almost 700 sites we have this year in Global Game Jam, and every
Yeah.
year it's we are having more sites, which is great. It's yeah, cool.
all right. So
Are we ready?
that's great.
Are we ready?
So, what else can you say about this, like this year's jam site, and also at the beginning of the hosting of this site? I mean, in
Yeah, yeah,
2012 it started,
Yeah,
I
in
guess,
2012 it's
and it evolved.
yeah,
It went through a
it evolved with those
Mhm.
kind of community events, especially the biggest one in Global Game Jam, and also with others like boot camp events, master classes, and etc. Now it's really it's kind of like the center of the community, and every year people still continue to come here, which is kind of it has turned into a tradition, maybe what's the,
Yeah.
and the other thing is it also it has become this site has also become an example for the other sites. Now we have I don't know, maybe eight more sites in Istanbul,
Yeah.
which we are in touch with, which we try to help to organize the jam themselves. So it's kind of like a mother site, and so we have now a lot of like children sites.
Yeah, it's spread from
all
here.
around Istanbul and also Turkey.
Yeah, that's right.
And this year we have actually a lot of people. And tomorrow at 5, it will be very interesting to see the games.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of new jammers this year.
That's
and
great,
a
yeah.
lot of new jammers this year, and it's their first jam, and maybe they now a little bit struggle, but they also want to see the finish line.
Yeah. So back in those old days, I was also a new jammer, and most of the people in here were also like newcomers into the industry. So I have seen this evolution of the people, of the community as well, and it's also one of the things that excites me the most about the Global Game Jam. It's so inviting. And if you are an aspiring game designer or a developer that wants to jump into the industry, this is the perfect opportunity to get to know of the professionals
Yeah.
and to build up a team and so on.
Exactly.
So-
It's kind of like jumping into the water, kind of like a cold water, but it's a very good opportunity. Just like it's a very good onboarding opportunity to learn about. First of all, maybe to learn about yourself.
Yeah.
To learn about what you are capable of, what you want to do, what kind of an person you are in terms of maybe communication
Yeah,
or
yeah.
working together. So besides learning tools or like designing and development, you also learn about your social skills, which
Yeah.
is very important in a game jam, because you just have 48 hours.
In my opinion, it's like the reduced down version of an actual working environment. So you need to find an idea, you need to find that hit idea to produce a nice project, and also you need to communicate with your team
You
members.
need to find a team, first of all.
Yes, first of all, that you need to be cope with the constraints of time, of the stress, maybe of not being able to sleep well, and things like that. So in the end, the best outcome is that you get to see your game, and also other people can get to see your game, to play it and to give you feedback. So this is very rewarding, right?
And yeah, exactly. And also, it's not a competition. Some of the sites maybe sometimes they announce it as a competition, but as the Global Game Jam, the main site, tells that it's not a competition, because what you are winning is, what's your award is the game you complete, at the end, and the people you have met during those 48 hours. So this is your award actually, and it's a very important award. Maybe it's the beginning of your career or life as a game designer or as a developer. And it's a very good area to fail.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
Experiment.
It is a luxury to be able to fail in here. So
this industry, I mean, you don't have too many chances to fail. So
that's right.
So game jams are like
so
very good opportunities to fail.
That's right.
Fail successfully.
So a question then: how many developers are in here, and how many game designers or how many artists are there in here? So if someone wants to build up a team, do they get left out, or there are so many programmers in just one team? Do these kind of things happen in here?
Well, yeah. The last time I checked, we have a. I can say that it's balanced, because usually if they have a bigger game, they need to have more assets, which means like more artists. So it's kind of a ratio like one developer, two artists, and maybe one of them is also the game designer.
Yeah.
Or two developers, three artists. So we have a ratio like that. Was it like that in your game jams?
Yeah, pretty much, I would say.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, programmers usually tend to be more over the other roles, I would say. But also, as you said, like if you're a game designer, you don't necessarily need to jump and just do game design related things. You can also contribute on the audio side or some art asset creation side, whether it's 2D or 3D. So people usually are like wearing multiple hats. They just develop, program, to use the game engine to get things together. So it's a bit of a mixture, and there is nothing like that in particular that I would say that leaves people outside of the teams. So there is nothing like, hey, I'm an artist, but I would like to join, but no one wants me. So
you have to do it at some point. I mean, you have to do the task. Hey, I just have a quick question. So now you are living in Berlin, like I guess almost.
It's been 7 months.
7 months,
yeah.
But you are also familiar with the Berlin game scene too.
Yeah.
So if you compare it to the jams here or the Istanbul scene, so what can you say about in terms of maybe game jams or the indie scene?
Yeah, so I haven't been to many game jams in Berlin, so to say, but I have participated some of them, including the monthly game jam, mini game jam that is held in a co-working space. And when I went there 2 months ago, I have seen like the people that came to the venue were pretty much like the people in here. So basically, some students were taking some courses, and their lecturers just suggested them to come to the game jam. And some of the employees working in some companies wanted to test or like wanted to refresh their abilities of checking out the structure of games, starting and developing something small that is not just a huge project or something. So in that regard, I would say that it's a similar thing.
Oh, interesting. So it's good to hear that we are doing doing things in the right way, because it's an area where you learn by doing actually. Even the education part, since the whole education system, let's say the curriculums of game design, they're not very old. Maybe at most 20 years. So it's a very dynamic area, and I think game jams contribute a lot to the game design education.
Yes.
Because in a way, you learn. You learn first of all the pipelines, the trends, also the the teamwork and etc. And in a way, also in a class, you are trying to also teach those kind of aspects too.
Yeah, that's right. So also one more question about the scene in Istanbul. So I've heard that like the hyper casual games, especially nowadays, is a thing in Istanbul or in Turkey in general. So would you say that coming to these game jams, global game jam especially, will help people to produce small scaled games that can also be published to the
Yeah,
mobile stores immediately?
yeah, it's a kind of a lucky time because nowadays in Turkey, and especially the big cities like Istanbul, Izmir, Ankara, there are a lot of hyper casual publishers, and they are looking for surely teams who are like into hyper casual games, and global the events like Global Game Jam is a very good opportunity to show your skills, to show your ideas, to invent new mechanics. And yeah, especially for example, this year our sponsor Rolik Games is also one of the most important publishers in Turkey in terms of hyper casual games. So in a way, it's kind of like a sync. Maybe it's maybe kind of like the term zeitgeist. It's kind of like you are catching the spirits of time. Yeah, I think it's a good timing for hyper casual games. We'll see.
That's right. So thank you. And
Okay, I guess we are getting ready.
yes, soon we're gonna have a 5 minutes of break, and then we will be visiting, as I said, to the other levels, the other
Okay,
floors, and
let's
we will
do
be
that.
checking with the teams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the teams and what are they up to.
Yes. We'll be
Okay, thank you.
looking forward to that. Hi everyone, we're back. We're on the sixth floor, sorry, and we will be visiting the tables one by one, and we will be asking the jammers what they are doing and what they feel about this year's theme, and we will take a look at their findings and their experimentations on their games. So this is the sixth floor. And here we have a big room, and in front of the room we see a table now. Let's check out what they are doing. Hi, how is it going?
It's nice. It's going fine. The prototype is almost ready now, and I will put all the assets once they are done.
So as far as I can see, you are the programmer of the team, and we have the two artists, I guess. One audio person and an artist. So I know Deniz Ege from the other game jams that I have been before. So you're doing 2D or 3D art now?
I do 3D modeling here with Blender, and it's almost finished. It's almost done.
Yeah, so what kind of a game are you doing? How did you approach the theme?
It's a little bit a hard question for us, but we have a game that's actually our intention is making some kind of a buggy game, and there's an character walks automatically, and it's just when it approaches to some tiles in front of it, there are some bugs, there are some trees that does not supposed to be there, and there's a visual scripting part in the UI, and player can change the which models will appear in front of it to fix the game actually.
All right, so you're providing the players with a visual programming thing, and you will expect the users, the players, to fix the game. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, kind of it. And we will not use any kind of texts in the game, and probably maybe we will have to use for the name of the game, but other than that, we won't use any text.
Maybe so we will have to use
language independence.
Yeah, so this is one of the diversifiers as far as I know, right?
Yes.
All right, so thank you very much. So this is one of the. All right, let's head to the other tables. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, let's head to the other tables. Hello. What do we have here? Mind if I interrupt you for a second? So, what kind of a game are you doing? And you're part of the same team of this table together? All right. So, can you please briefly explain what you're working on right now?
Okay.
All right.
So,
can you please
our
briefly
team
explain
is
what you're
Repair,
working on
as
right
we
now?
all know, and we wanted to make a game which we all can have fun. And considering this, we decided to make a game including a Turkish father, which likes to repair, but he can only use two moves. And the first of it is to hit the machine or to close it and then open it again. So it's just fun. And we are making it in different rooms with different tools, with different machines, but the idea is always the same. So yeah, right now we're working on this. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, is it your first time here in this game site, or is it your first jam, or?
No, not for all of us. For us, it's our first, but he's attending for 6 years, and also our friends have been attending. So yeah, we are really into this.
Thank you. So, who is the programmer of the team? Who are the programmers? So, not here right now. Okay.
It's resting right now, but we are all artists right now.
Ah, okay. So, oh yeah, you're all making art, 2D art, and it looks pretty cool. Thank you. So, shall we check this table then? The next. Hi.
Hey guys.
Hello. I'm breaking into. what you were doing. So, hi. I saw that you were programming, so I just wanted to poke you from behind. So, what's happening? What is boiling in here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to develop the enemies. We started really late actually. We just started at 1 p.m. today. So we are just really in a rush. That's it.
So, have you ever participated in the Global Game Jam before? Is it your first time?
My first time in Go.
Your first time. That's pretty cool. So, okay. So, what do you think about the theme in general?
Yeah, we are going well, but we start really late, so everybody's rushing actually, and also we are nervous a little bit because the time.
Because also I'm like poking you in the face with a microphone, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, thank you very much. Okay. Let's check out the other tables. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Hi, how are you guys?
good. So, you're on this table?
No, I'm in the fourth floor.
You're on the fourth floor. Okay, we're gonna
Making a pixel art board game.
pixel art board game. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. I learned it from here, and it's actually a simple face. You get used to it, and then you actually kind of find some references throughout the internet, and just make it pixel by pixel.
Cool.
It's very cool.
Then we're gonna drop by in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we're gonna find you and check out your game.
Hell yeah, come to the
All right. Thanks. So let's stop by at this table. Hi guys. Hi people. Who wants to explain what this team is doing and what do you think about the team? I think you're a candidate for doing it.
I don't know English.
But yeah. All right. Who wants to say that our game is awesome and
Yeah, okay. we have a wizard and açsana. Yeah, we have a wizard and there are pipes inside the waters, and we repairs pipes and this is endless game. Always continue, keep going. We try to keep waters in pipes. That's all.
so you're fixing, repairing the pipes, so it's in a broken state. And I see that there is a wizard that is trying to fix the pipes or something.
It's a little bit fantastic.
That's pretty cool. So, is it your first time in Global Game Jam or?
First time, but my friends Kürşat's fifth times.
All right. So it's been like a while since you have been there. Okay, 3 times also from there. So, what do you say about this year's theme compared to the other years?
Especially, it is my first time at Istanbul. The last times I joined it 4 times at the Atom at Ankara. So I think I'm not sure which one is better, Ankara or Istanbul. I am not sure now, but almost all is great.
This year's theme is repair, and like I think it sparked a nice imagination on your side, especially wizard fixing water pipes and stuff. So yeah, the years before, what was the theme last year? I don't remember actually.
I don't understand.
The theme last year was home or homecoming, right? Yeah. So what kind of a game did you make last year?
A child going to home, then his mother wants anything, then the child wants to keep collect them.
Pretty interesting. Okay, thank you everyone. So have fun. Okay, let's head to the last table maybe. We still have some time. and then we will be visiting the 4th floor. And before we do that, let's check out what's cooking right here. So I see that on this table we have some nice 2D art assets as well, and we would like to maybe ask a few questions to you. So how's it going?
It's great. Yeah.
So what kind of a game are you developing now?
We are making a local co-op game. We have a ship that is like taking damage from other ships, and like there are holes in the below deck, so we have to repair it before it's like gets flooded. So like it's kind of a fast-paced rushing repair game. So we have to like repair the ship before it sinks, and we have to like pull the water out of the ship.
So how many players can play the game?
4 maybe, like 4 maximum.
4 maximum. Yeah, that's great. So what kind of obstacles does what kind of challenges that the players face with? So the things get broken and you need to be fast so that it doesn't get floated.
So the wood pieces that we use for repair is on the top deck. So the player has to go to the top to get the piece, and then go like he has to run all the way back to the bottom to like repair the ship. But he also have to like take the water with a bucket and pour it outside. So he have to run all the way to the up and like throw it away. So like he goes back and forth.
Yeah, and
like the challenge.
Yeah, and the ladders are the bottlenecks, I guess. So
switch the floors. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 players cannot walk through the to the bottleneck parts.
Exactly.
Okay, sounds interesting. Yeah, I'd like to play that when it's finished. Looking good already. Thank you very much. All right, now we will now have another break, and we will be meeting Güven Hoca, Güven, which on the 4th floor in a bit. So, see ya. Hi everyone, now we are on the 4th floor, and now we will be checking the other teams on this floor. So as you can see, it's more crowded than the 6th floor. Basically there are many tables, and there are some people that I know from the other game jams. So let's sit to this table first. Hi. Hello, how is it going?
It's going okay, it's going fantastic.
That's great to hear. So I have seen you before at the other game jams. So for how many years have you been joining the game jams in here?
This is my 4th year, and I'm glad I've come again this year. And we have a good idea. We are going good, and I believe that we are going to finish the game in the given time, because it's not always possible. But this year it's gonna be possible.
All right. So what kind of a game are you making?
Well, our idea is a little bit interesting. It's a game in a game. So actually, we are a game developer. We are pitching our game to a publisher, but the game has bugs. The game is basically Space Invaders, played on the left side of the screen. A real player will play the game from the keyboard, and another player who's playing the game maker, game developer, trying to fix the bugs on live using the mouse. There will be some codes running here. There will be some bugs in the codes. He will try to fix them on the go. And the components, the electronic components will be damaged. He will have to replace them, because if he doesn't do that, the game creates some glitches. Keyboard starts to work in reverse, or some graphical glitches will happen in the game. So I believe it's gonna be a very fun game.
Yeah, sounds interesting. Cool. And since you are working at a company, are you also using Unity in that company? And yeah, basically that.
I'm working in Sunlab Simulation, and we are generally using Unity as our main development tool for our simulations.
So in here, do you think that you practice different things that you do not do at work, or do you see that it's kind of a opportunity to learn the new aspects of Unity?
Yes, of course. This is one of the main goals of the Game Jam, I believe. We can try different things in this limited time. We have some constraints. There are diversifiers, so we can try new things, try and error, because we have only 2 days. We can try different things, and we have so many people to meet, so many things to learn from them. So it's a very good opportunity to try new things and learn new methods.
Thank you very much then. Have good luck. So here is Güven Hoca actually. Let's check out what he is doing now. Oh, I think he is like, he's already developed his game, playing that on the board.
Yeah, playtesting one of the team's level design actually, and it's very good. You know to have those kind of storyboards in terms of level design, so you can actually see all the obstacles, all the all the level design in a physical way. It's very fun.
Yeah, looks interesting actually.
Cool. So
All right.
You are like checking the teams, right?
Yes, we are checking out what the teams are doing.
Yeah.
Did you check out the teams as well?
This group is a big one.
Yeah.
I think we can check them. Especially, I guess, 10 people, 15 people.
10 people, 15 people of a group. Okay, let's ask him what's happening in here. Hello. We would like to check out what's boiling here. Yeah. Is it possible to take a look at the thing that you're working on?
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of a game are you making now?
Platformer.
Okay, so what do you think about the team, and how did you implement the team?
Actually, I don't know. Like, I don't know what is the theme.
You don't know what's the team?
No, I'm working with the team, so they are just telling me what I do, and I'm doing it. I came late, so I don't know. Yeah, that's why. I didn't sleep for a long time, so I'm not able to do this. Believe me.
So you have been in the team, and you have been like since the beginning?
What did you...
You have been since the beginning of this jam, and you have been working?
Yes, we have been working since the beginning. We are a 20 people group, I think.
20 people of group, yes. Güven Hoca was right, I guess. Okay.
We have a lot of people. We are actually master students in the bug, and we are trying to try new things and like do the best we could, because we're not really professionals in this. We are all from different majors, so we're just trying to make it right. I think. I'm actually the narrative designer. He's the...
Yeah, I'm the graphic designer, the 3D.
Yeah, we have the graphics here, designers there, developers there, music designers there, sound designers, and I'm the narrative designer. That's it.
Thank you very much. Hello. Mind if I ask you a question? So you are the programmers of this huge group, right?
Yes, right.
So how is it going? And how do you actually? My question is, how do you contribute and how do you collaborate with the other team members?
It's quite stressful right now, so it's really hard to talk. That's it, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, thank you. Then we will check with the other team members. All right, let's take a look at the other part. Let's maybe check this table.
Yeah. Now this time we're on the global Game Jam original streamline.
It's great to be in here, and we are having lots of fun. And seeing our idea in live in like one day is great, and team is great. The atmosphere is great. Having fun doing games, and we are doing a team, repair team, fixing things. But if we thought like if we had power to fix anything in the world, how could we fix? And we are fixing the ugly people to making better, broken wet phones to better, and world climate change into we are fixing those kind of every problem. Yes, like we have some solutions, and like if you are, can you play the game? Can you show how it's done? So if, for example, this is just a broken phone example, and it's wet, and you gotta use the rice to dry it up and fix the screen and charge it up with the battery. Now you have solutions to problems. But if you do it in reverse order, just while it's wet, when you try to charge, second. It burns. So yeah, just in a logical order. So every problem has every something broken. It has a solution. So we are thinking about.
So actually, it reminds me of some fake ads that I see on mobile games. So is the inspiration coming from there?
Yes, actually, we want to make a game. Do you know Matchington playable ads? Do you know that match 3 games that are making fake ads? Yeah. So why not just doing some kind of something like that? Because it was very exciting, and every new level is something different, and it was very easier for us to go in that direction.
Yeah, sounds very interesting, and also like very appealing to a person like seeing those kind of ads all the time. So thank you very much. All right, so now we will be checking out this table. Let's come over here. Hi.
Hello. Yes.
So what's happening in here? What are you developing?
Okay, we are trying to fix broken hearts. That's our team. So we have our girlfriend here and the other girls. If we get so close to other girls, we break our girlfriend's heart, which is bad, and we have to fix it. So if we go close back to our girlfriend, we talk to her and how do I say this? Fix the problem.
So basically, to fix a problem, you said like repair as a repair or repair in order to be a pair again or something.
Yeah, it actually. Not that.
Okay.
But cool idea. So, and we have a surprise ending. So if you keep following, you can see the surprise at the end of the game. So that's the game actually.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to play the game. Thank you very much. So are you in the same team? Or... maybe we can check out this table. Hi.
Hi.
How is it going? It looks very interesting.
It's pretty enjoyable actually. I'm really enjoying right now, but also so tired. I didn't sleep for 2 days, and The concept is repair, and we thought about this repair things for the cell repair. I mean, the repairing the cell wall or some part of in the human bodies, and we are in the human bodies, and we see some kind of texture and some parts of the space, and we have the both helpful and harmful viruses, which is at first there is a basic one, which is the helpful one, and it's going to be kill the harmful viruses and improve their talent or power.
So they will mutate or they will evolve into something?
And it's going to have some extensions, so it can be able to, I mean, it's going to be able to fight the other powerful viruses in this area, which is the damaged cell wall. So we are going to repair the cell wall by fighting the viruses, etc.
Sounds very interesting. Thank you. So I just saw a didgeridoo passing by here, so I wanted to check with that. All right. Let's go that way then. Okay. So usually in global game jams, I usually tend to see many people with different types of music instruments. But it's actually my first time seeing someone playing didgeridoo. Okay, a long, hard breath. Thank you. Mind if I try as well? I used to play this one, can I? Thank you. Yeah, I'm too rusty for that, so good luck with that. All right. Now, yeah, let's go to the VR lab, which is the other part of this fourth floor. And we will be seeing maybe some games that are using some VR equipment that is available in the lab. And we are now approaching to a table of which I know two people of. Hi.
Hello.
How is it going?
It's going smooth.
So, what kind of a game are you developing now?
Well, we're developing a multiplayer game, and basically there are two teams fighting with each other, competitive co-op, and there are fixers and there are wreckers. So the fixers trying to fix the broken items, meanwhile the wreckers trying to break the fixed items, and so on. And the best score, the team who made the best score wins. So yeah.
All right. So is it in a playable state now, or is it currently broken?
Not exactly right now. Sorry about that. We are trying to make it, but we are trying to synchronize with our artists. So they're doing a great job there, but sorry, we couldn't make it. As much as I would like to show that to you, but yeah, as my friend said, that's our game. we are trying to achieve a new competitive kind of game. Our main reference was, you know that Overcooked game, which is about cooking. And can I talk about the team right now?
Go ahead.
The time for Hawaii has come, I think. And now our current team is repairing, and we are trying to match these two ideas together and try to make it a bit competitive. So, yeah, that's our starting point, and I hope we can make it enjoyable for you to test it.
Okay, thank you very much. So, a quick question to you. So, you have been to game jams before, and like you had prior experiences than this one. So, what do you think that is the most challenging part of a game jam?
Well, time constraints, and also trying to get rest, and as well as trying to make the game to make it to the end. So this is a great opportunity to study your time management skills. So yeah, that's the most challenging thing in game jams.
Okay, thank you very much. So good luck. Good luck finishing the game in that case. Hi. So we would like to check out what's happening in here.
We are making a game.
And what kind of a game is it?
It's a platformer game. A magician tries to repair for a magician in an ancient age repairs a monster, breaking trees, making fires, and breaking the bridges. It's a platform game. It's running after the monster and casting spells and repairing them.
Sounds interesting. Thank you. And good luck. So, is there anything happening on the other side? I think it's empty now, so we might want to check out this part, because that game's art now looks amazing, and I think it is being done in here.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? How is it going?
Working on non-stop, literally. So yes, we are like 4 people, 2 coders and 2 artists. I am one of the artists that are like right now. I am designing the assets, the environment. There will be a forest, and in the forest there will be our character, and he will be, to sum up, he will be like running and repairing some things that was destroyed by a creature. But yes, generally it's something like that.
Sounds interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you too. So I think we have a VR game right now in this site. So let's take a look. Hi. How is it going? You're developing game using HTC Vive, I guess?
Yes, it's a simple VR game about Alice in Errorland. Yeah. There will be some color glitches on the mushrooms, and we will fix with the interactions. Normally I am not a programmer, but I try to write simple codes here, and that makes a lot of errors. It's very challengeable.
So it's your first time doing programming on a game, or?
No, but I don't remember the 2 years ago I write the basic codes, but it's the first time after 2 years I writing codes. So I try to remember my learnings. It's very tough.
But yeah, it's also very challenging to jump into the VR environment with a gap of 2 years of programming time. So yeah, it's actually very nice of you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So maybe we can take a look at that table again. This way, yeah. We're gonna check out the game from that way. Alright. So usually, when I was in here, the other VR development area was here. So basically, you could come here and use the cameras on the platforms, and you can also use the laptops and PCs available there. It's like a co-working space for if you're into VR and would like to have access to these devices, which are usually kind of expensive to have access to. You can basically come here and develop your game and present it to the professors or some investors in here. So it's a good opportunity in general. Hey, again, we meet again.
Yeah, I guess it's almost 9, right? It's almost 9 here in Istanbul for sure, and it's our end of time for the main global game jam streaming. So I guess I'm just wishing every side a great game jam, a great global game jam, and hope to see great games. Anything you want to say for the whole world?
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And I thought we were going to the second floor or not?
No, we are just. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
So we are kind of like at the end of time. So next year we will start with the second floor.
Okay. I love the second floor. Just kidding. So yeah, it's very exciting to be here again.
It's very dynamic, and I'm really excited to see the games tomorrow. It's it will be a long night.
So by the way, the guy who was painting the nice things on the wall has just passed by. So if we can manage to catch him on the second level, we will be interviewing with him as well.
Yeah, okay. By the way, we will continue our streaming after that. But just for the global game jam, we have to cut it here since our time is up. But we will continue our streaming on Bug Game Lab, twitch.tv Bug Game Lab. So see you guys next year, hopefully.
Yeah, see you.